Roosters needed a win against Cronulla to stay in the hunt, but a controversial try soon had them in trouble.
Danny Lee goes wide for Rogers. Rogers will make it. No! Taken the post, and I doubt that he had the ball in his hands. It'll be interesting. He's given the try.
The Roosters had few opportunities, and a second Cronulla try before half-time left them struggling.
Yes, they're over this time with Greenhill.
It was performed by Richard Barnett. Now they come up with the ball again. Talking of Barnett, that's who's got the ball. He's very fast. He's at three-quarter pace as he puts it down.
But unlucky there, he had two players in support. Found the Cronulla player, and away goes Mitch Healy.
He's had a fine game, Healy. I don't think he's going to have the pace here or not. Yeah, he is going to have the pace. Got out of that attempt to tackle and scores. A well-deserved try.
Lee, Green, Healy straight through, looking for his second, and Healy, I think, will get it, will he? Hits the goal post, but I think it's a try. Green, big Adam Ritson, look at the youngster, ploughing through the water and the mud, and he's in for another Sharks try.
Seems that's the pattern of the match so far, except for that couple of minutes that Cronulla have spent down on the Balmain quarter line. But they've had to try and do it from their own end of the field, and Davidson's over the halfway. He's got support in Corkery inside. Corkery racing away. Matthew Corkery's going to score underneath the post, and Cronulla open the scoring with a try.
And a very, very good try. Beautiful try, and I'm glad to see Johnny Davidson able to rectify his error of missing Currier earlier on. It came from the Gavin Miller pass. There it is, the little pop pass into Davidson's hands. He's not the quickest wing three-quarter in the world these days, but everything he did was right. As he approached the fullback, he gave the ball back into young Corkery, and Corkery sprinted away. Now he's a recruit they've got from the Canberra side, and well, that's just about repaid them, I would imagine. That's a splendid try. But again, this man, Gavin Miller, popping the pass beautifully to Davidson, who'd come in from the left wing to work out on the right. He's gone beautifully. Watch the way he times the pass, takes the tackle of the fullback, gets it into Corkery. Corkery sprints away beautifully, no problems at all. He positioned himself very well throughout that whole of the try run. To Diamond.
10 metres short of halfway. Now Speechley. Head down, trying to get under the tackle. Roach is there to claim him right on the halfway mark. Here's Miller. Miller got a football away to Eddinghausen. E.T.'s flying. They're not going to catch him. He's in the corner. Great try by Eddinghausen. He's just put the accelerator down and away he went.
Yes, magnificent stuff. Showed his quality there, but again, you've got to go for Gavin Miller, who's putting through this gap. Now watch this. This is a beautiful bit of football. Quality stuff. Just look at that. That is magnificent play for a forward. He's only done two things magnificently in this match. He's been a run-of-the-mill player in some respects, Gavin Miller, but he's given two magnificent passes, and it's been a magic time for Cronulla on the end of each one of those. Eddinghausen scoring the try there with the great pace that he's got. That's the sort of thing you expect from him. As you see the try now portrayed from low level, and that Gavin Miller turn, the evasion of the first tackle, giving it to Eddinghausen. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Eddinghausen looking.
Docking caught by Brasher. Speechley dummy half. From there he runs on his own. 12 metres up. It's for Miller. Back for McGaw. And McGaw reaches out and scores a try that will seal up the game. Sparkles, McGaw. Sparkles.
Magnificent stuff again. This Cronulla side, they've looked a beaten team on more than one occasion in this match. A lovely switch of play there from Gavin Miller again. He's given a pass for 3 tries in this match, Gavin Miller. Astonishing display. There's the run around from Hatch, and the pass back on the inside to McGaw. That's an old move, and it's a good move. And there's the try. Is it right on the...
A massive hit like that, it really does lift you high up off the ground. But Craig Diamond and Les Davidson, if they're going to run towards Peter Johnson, they'll have to put a step in.
What clever play! Eddinghausen! Brilliant stuff! Play the ball, McGaw's there. Healy. Lined out wide to the right. The defence stands back and waits. Healy trying to punish them. Inside McKellar. McKellar had it. Eddinghausen unmarked. He would have scored under the post. The posts aren't far away. Healy, Speechley through the dummy. Speechley! They get it. They climb back.
Tungsten Simmons stopped it. 5 metres out. It goes now to Miller. Wide. Healy spins it to Diamond. Pass over the top. Good work from Quinn. Out to the wing of Corkery, and he scores in the corner. Great hands by Cronulla. They moved it from one side of the field to the other.
So we look at a couple of Cronulla players. Craig Diamond taking a long time to recover.
They go wide out to Quinn. Quinn cuts through. Away from Kennedy. Away from Vandervoort. Still going. Mortimer can't hang on to him. Great run from Quinn. Docking taken almost on suspicion. The referee says the tackle wasn't too early. Miller. Healy. McGaw. McGaw clutch on the face. Gets through. Corkery still going. Desperate tackle. Back to Healy. Healy looking for support. To McGaw for a corner. Great try. What a try from the Sharks. Superb attacking football to keep the ball alive. McGaw handled twice. Great football by the backs. And Cronulla hit the front. Miller comes wide, looking for runners. Healy makes no mistake, gives McGaw something to run onto, and does he what? Spears through, gets it away to Corkery. He steps inside, beautiful pass, almost off the ground. The scraps there, McGaw finally able to handle and leaps for the corner.
As a result of some good football, a great break initially by Chris Quinn, but they moved the ball wide. We have a look at McGaw playing with great confidence at the moment, pushing off players, fending them off. And if you have a look here, coming back up to support play, he gets up off the deck after being tackled. Great work by McGaw. Certainly playing with plenty of confidence.
Mark McGaw looked like he was diving into an Olympic swimming pool for that try. Miller, Staines. Clearly filled in for Speechley very capably at the beginning of the season. Miller. Weaving his way, gets it away to Healy. He goes Quinn for the line. Quinn, can he get it down? Yes. Another try to Cronulla. No mistake from Chris Quinn. He drove hard and low. And Cronulla have scooted away now. 14 points to 8. Well, the driving play from Cronulla, they are continually going forward. Miller dummies one way, gets the pass away. Healy is providing great link work. And look at Quinn, great determination here. He buries himself through the tackle. The tacklers had to go into him. They had to commit themselves. They didn't really do it, but Quinn gave them no chance.
We have a look here. They run him on the last tackle. Gavin Miller at his best, slides in behind, sells the dummy, beats Royce. Simmons a tackle. The ball goes out wide. Chris Quinn sliding in under. The way to beat these tackles, beat the cover.
You'll also notice that McIndoe has come off his wing to try and cut it off and failed again for the second time. But great work, Miller. Good work here. The hands to Quinn. Through he goes. Cartwright too late. Around the ruck and kept the backup coming, and that forces the missed tackles. Cronulla had more support out wide. Miller goes back inside to McGaw. McGaw has support. Spina has plenty of support. Back to McGaw, and McGaw will sprint away. A clean pair of heels. Easy as you like. Straight up the centre and back up to take it all the way. The Cronulla fans love it. McGaw is having a remarkable week. Cronulla 18, Penrith 8. Look at this. Cronulla looked to have an advantage out wide, but Miller turned it back inside to McGaw, who just cut straight through. He had support on both sides. Laurie Spina loomed up as he came to Fiddler, back to McGaw, and McGaw had another man alongside him if he needed him. Whoa, goes Mark McGaw.
And we have a look here. Gavin Miller going across the face of the ruck, turning it back inside to Mark McGaw. Mark McGaw coming to Steve Carter, draws him. Pass the ball to Spina. McGaw on the back up. And looking very much like Steve Reeves, is it? Superman.
Great work, Mark McGaw, and isn't he happy? But no tight heads there. Again, the ball has been lost. Immediately, Cronulla in possession.
Superb hit there by Diamond.
Out wide, Docking, still going. Back inside of Spina. Laurie Spina will dash away. Spina scores. It's been coming for a few minutes, and Laurie Spina had too much pace. He did it with ease in the end. Cronulla had the defence shot. Plenty of numbers out on the right. Docking changes direction with a good step. as he's tackled, gets it back to Laurie Spina, but all the defence was going the wrong way. What defence there was, and Spina just places the ball down.
If you have a look here, great ball from the dummy half from Gavin Miller. Docking catches the ball, sells the dummy, cuts back inside. Thought he might have taken up the wrong option here, but he's got Spina inside. Spina carts the ball. He looked like he was going to take it over the dead ball line. If you have a look here, he's well into the in-goal area. Great try by Cronulla.
That really was a great pass from Miller. That must have been a 20-yarder. And Docking with plenty of room to move. That's easier to step around defence when you've got room to...
Have a look how far he takes it over the line here.
Hatch, now Docking. Now Staines. Flick back nicely for Docking. 5 tackles used up. Eddinghausen. The bomb from him. It's a high kick too. Free of pressure for Wilson. Ball is loose. Try to Cronulla. The Sharks are in to score. And it was David Hatch who was Johnny on the spot to pick it up. Yes, Wilson jumped just a fraction too early. He was on the way down. Number 3, Eddinghausen, was there to harass him, and you saw Hatch. The ball fell about a metre short of the line by the look of it, and Hatch was able to scoop it up and dive in one action. To see it again, Wilson just jumps just a fraction too soon. Eddinghausen had harassed him, and Hatch was able to get his hands to the ball there. Came off the knee of another South Sydney player about a metre out, was able to scoop it up and dive over. So David Hatch, in his 242nd game for Cronulla in all grades, has come up with a try, and it couldn't happen to a nicer fella. Back for Eddinghausen, and then for Massey. 5 tackles used up by the Sharks. Eddinghausen's dummy half to Spina. 1 bomb has brought a try. Is this going to be another one? Up goes Wilson. Spina's got it. Spina scores. 2 bombs, 2 tries. Scott Wilson's filling it, and the man who put it up, scoring the try. Yes, smart Laurie Spina. It was a good kick. He had his tape pointed upwards as he kicked it. Look at this. So it'll go extra high. There she goes. And he's very quick on the follow. Now Wilson leapt for it, but Spina actually took it out of his hands. Leapt a little bit later, and I think that's something Wilson's got to do. He's got to learn to time his jumps, his leaps into the air for these balls, because that's the second occasion that he's gone up just a fraction too soon, in my view. Not being terribly critical of him. He goes there just a fraction before Spina, and he's on the way down. Spina went at exactly the right moment, took the ball out of his hands, above his hands. So there it is, Laurie Spina, and the reason was a ground tackle by Mario, stopped him dead in his tracks. Lee. Good run from him. Great ball! Eddinghausen just watch this man run. He stood up the fullback magnificently. They call him ET. That probably stands simply for out of this world the way he beat the fullback. Well, this is really a classic from Lee. This is classic forward play. They're getting through the tackle, they're keeping the arms free, and then the offload to a man in a better position, certainly a faster player. And in that, Eddinghausen is exemplary. He's a very, very good player. We've seen the head-on shot. Let's see it from side on now. Now here he goes, storming ahead. Now it's all at this precise moment. Bang, gets the pass away at that critical moment. Now Eddinghausen's in the clear. He's got room to go either left or right of Wilson. He wrong foots him, goes round to the left. And that is a grand try. Now, Cronulla have shown a lot of heart to come back after that try was scored against them. And here they are showing everybody that they've got what used to be called South Sydney spirit or Rabbitoh spirit. They've got out in the Cronulla area too. So a very, very fine try. Beautiful forward play there by Luke Massey, who only ran about 15 yards, but all he did was absolutely spot on.
Denny Lee, Rexford wants to set it up for Eddinghausen. And Cronulla with an opportunity now to really put them out of the picture. 18 to 10. The Sharks over the Rabbitohs. Diamond. Taken by Blake. The Docking is there. And some room. Staines on a short blindside. Away for Wilson. Good strong running from Wilson. Docking. He'll score. He gets it down. He's backed up twice in the last 60 seconds. And now he's got 4 points because of it.
There's spectacular stuff here from Cronulla. Good forward play from Staines, getting it out there to his wing three-quarter, Wilson. Wilson goes through several tackles, gets it back into Docking. Docking tackled just short of the line, manages to get the ball down. That's good stuff. Started by Staines, running from dummy half and not dying with the football. That's always handy. There's O'Day there, pushed out of the way by Wilson's charge, and getting the one-handed pass back on the inside to Docking is the simple process, and Docking's pace is able to carry him on. Just see it again, caught by one leg, manages to get the pass away to Wilson. He pushes O'Day off, still going, one-handed pass to Jonathan Docking, who's always been a very, very good fullback. And that was a very good try.
We're playing about 25 metres out. Danny Lee has worked well for the Sharks today. Staines. Back up the middle for Miller. I wonder if he really played that correctly. He's just taking that ahead. McGraw charges onto it. Floats it out. Wilson's there. Backing field for Staines. Speed up. Oh, that's magnificent hands. Out to Wilson. Oh, what a try in the air. Oh, what a try. No, it's still off the question. Did not quite Miller play it correctly.
Well, the Cronulla side are euphoric after that, as well they might be. This was an astonishing try. Miller was the man that started it. He made the charge forward. Gets to his feet quickly here. Did he touch it with his foot? Well, apparently he did. He swivels straight away, gives it out there to a support. Then the pass there to McGaw might have been a fraction forward, I thought, but Luke Massey was the man that gave it to him. Out there, back on the inside to Staines. Staines then onto Spina. Spina back to Hatch. Hatch goes up the sideline, reverses himself, and gives it out there to number 2, Alan Wilson, and Wilson in for a try. That is an extraordinary try. The way it came, this has given a hell of a lift to the Cronulla side. There was just the semblance of a possibility that one pass might have been forward, but obviously the referee's in a much better position to see it than we are. There it was, back inside to Spina. Spina, quick hands back to Hatch. He wrong foots the opposition, gives it out to Wilson. Wilson's almost screeching for it at that stage, and over he goes and scores what is probably one of the best tries we've seen this year.
Porter from dummy half, head down. It'll leave them about 7 or 8 metres away from the try line. Miller. Support play is easy. Oh, that's just regulation stuff. I mentioned it twice, South Sydney side. Well, George Biggins will have plenty to say.
Gavin Miller pops a pass. It's conventional football. It's quite the norm. That's what you're trying to achieve every time. Put somebody through a hole. Watch the way he goes away from where the defender's standing. Sucks the other defender to him and pops the pass up to the man going through the middle. It's quite acceptable, quite the normal thing. That's what every first-grade coach is trying to coach his players to do. And it's when you get to this man Gavin Miller's stage of life that you can do it more often than not. Porter. Now it's back for Healy.
The interesting thing that I was going to say there is that was correctly how the ball should be played forward, released by Porter. Miller never did that in the other try.
Miller juggling it and giving it straight away to Eddinghausen. Can he get around Wilson? Doesn't need to. He's got support from Danny Lee. Danny Lee's got support from Davidson. And Cronulla is really playing with it. They are absolutely playing. Shark attack is what it says. Shark attack is what it is. Well, it looks really, in the last couple of minutes, it looks very much like a game of touch football here. Hatch turns the ball away to Miller, who juggles it. Gets it beautifully onto Eddinghausen on the burst. He can't get around Wilson. That's a splendid tackle there of Wilson. On there to Danny Lee, and Danny Lee unselfishly gives it out to Davidson. Probably with his bulk he could have forced his way over. But there's Hatch again from head on. Gavin Miller. The bounced ball onto Eddinghausen, who swerves away from Wilson. And there's big Luke Massey with little tiny O'Neill hanging onto him. I'm sure he could have carried the football another couple of metres, but Davidson says, thanks very much, I'll take it.
There he is, the butcher, John Davidson.